Hello everyone, this is VJ32. I have another review for you. It is the new Sea Green Keepers from Illusionist. Alright, so these are the new Sea Green Keepers from Illusionist, which I'm finally glad to be reviewing, finally glad to have, because initially they produced these and sold them without a tuck case like they've done with, I think it was the Killer Bees as well, which I can understand for the sake of, some magicians. Personally, I prefer a tuck case, and I waited, and finally it came out. This is essentially the 4th edition of the Keepers because they reprinted the red ones for Carta Mundi. They have not reprinted the blue ones for Carta Mundi, so there's been red and blue for USB-C, red for Carta Mundi, and this one is also for Carta Mundi. It says Keeper on top, sea green playing cards on the bottom. You see it's basically the same as before. You got the lighthouse within the boat wheel. It says, seek not a lighthouse greater than the human mind on one side with a lighthouse. And the other side, performance coating, professional quality. The lighthouse, standard size, standard face on top. The bottom, your Illusionist ad copy. In the back, it says Keeper, and you see the lighthouse keeper, and it says, the sentinel at his post, a watcher on the wall, a guardian of deadly truths, secret keeper above all, guide seafarers where you will, warm hearths or watery graves, for in your hands a simple light to lead them through the waves. Quote by Oban Jones. And then this nice little green flap. Here we got Oban Jones and AW, I forget. Who is that? Ah, damn, I always forget. So inside, you get a duplicate Queen of Hearts. There's a nice back design, nice thin borders, nice green back design. The lighthouses, very nice classic looking deck. You get the Illusionist ad card. The Jokers have the Keeper on them. This lighthouse in the background, a little kind of a light in green in the corners, Joker on top, and the other one's exactly the same. The Ace of Spades in green with the lighthouse within it says Keeper. It says Illusionist Point Card Company, made in Belgium on the bottom, not America. Everything else is completely standard. The court cards, for the most part, this jack is custom. I believe that's the only custom jack in the deck, or the only custom court card. And the number cards are completely standard. I'll just verify the court cards. Fairly certain that's the only one. And I'm assuming that is Oban Jones. I'm fairly certain. Actually, that one is also modified. I believe that's his wife, I would assume. Those are the only court cards that are modified. Everything else is completely standard. It is on a B9 linen finish and stock in Carta Mundi. So very nice stock and finish. I highly recommend. If you haven't tried Carta Mundi decks with that stock and finish, and you're just used to the old school Ace Authentics, and you're like, nah, the quality's not that great, definitely worth tearing out. Check that out. This one, I'm going to say, I'll give him a 9 out of 10. It's a nice classic deck, very nice stock and finish. I like the Keepers. I like the Carta Mundi decks. I recommend trying it out if you haven't. Go check it out, illusionist.com, and that is it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Don't know what you think. We'll see you next time with more. Thanks for watching. And I'm an idiot. AW, as on the flap, is Adam Wilbur, as I even wrote in my notes, but didn't even bother to look at. So Adam Wilbur is AW. Finally, I know who it is. I always forget. That is that. I just thought I would add that and see ya.